Okay, next up, we're going to be talking about activating the glute med and the gluteus minimus. Now, these are harder glute muscles to activate. The glute max is what usually takes the load, but these other muscles are just as important. So we're going to start again with a very simple activating exercise, and later down the road, we'll learn more strenuous exercises. Okay, so this is a simple clam. I'm sure you've done this, but you have to make sure that you're doing it correctly. As with any of these exercises, so I'm trying to back up so you can kind of see, you need to make sure that you're doing this correctly, okay? So essential to this exercise and activation is making sure that you've got the correct pelvic tilt. We've done a post on pelvic tilt, so if you're not sure what that is, probably revisit that post before we do this. Okay, it doesn't necessarily have to be a neutral pelvic tilt, but we'll talk about how to move that pelvis either anterior or posteriorly to get the right activation. So you're just going to sit here again, and you're going to slowly lift and make sure that we're using that glute med, which is going to be right up here, and the glute min, which is kind of tucked under the glute max. So you're not going to really be able to touch it to see if it's activating, but just kind of come up here, hold it. It should be fairly simple. If it's not, that's fine, and you might want to do some anterior tilting to see if you can get that activation a little bit better, or anterior tilting. Just kind of play around with the pelvis to see where you can get the activation of those two smaller glute muscles. Okay, once you've got this, you can add a band to it. Now there's the set of bands, again, a very inexpensive tool to add to help you with your exercises. These, again, I think I just found on Amazon. It's just a set. There's usually like 5 of them, and they come in varying stretchiness. So what you're going to do in this example is you're going to wrap this around your knees, and you're going to do the same exercise. This time you should feel a little bit more activation. So it might be even easier to feel those activating when we add a little bit of resistance to that. So again, just kind of come up, play with that pelvic tilt to find that perfect place, lift it where you can, and really aim to hold this for about 30 seconds. Okay, we don't want to feel any pinching in this area. I mean, it's going to be tight. It will be activating, but no pinching. So if you're doing that, then again, play with that pelvic tilt. And yeah, that's activating those two smaller glute muscles. So get to work.